Audio Jungle.
Two hospitalized following Manchester crash. A woman and a man have been hospitalized following a two-vehicle crash on the Kendal Main Road in Manchester on Thursday. Barnett Brown, a JPSCO contractor, said about 5 p.m. he and his nephew were traveling through the area of Tiki to restore electricity when a Honda motor car traveling in the opposite direction collided with his pickup. Me I come down the road, I go on duty, and me see the driver of the Honda come towards me, and him straight over to my side and slapping at me and write me vehicle off. He said while pointing that the road was wet at the time of the crash. The people in the car of the Honda jerked up bad, he said in reference to the injured man and woman. Up to 6 p.m., police were at the scene directing traffic. Soldiers injured in separate incidents during freak storm. Two members of the Jamaica Defense Force suffered injuries in separate incidents in the corporate area during a freak storm which lost sections of the island on Wednesday. The storm produced heavy rains and strong wind. In the first incident, a female soldier was part of a foot patrol along Providence Lane in Swallowfield, St. Andrew, when they stormed down a wall which fell on the woman. She suffered a broken ankle. Meanwhile, over in Hunts Bay, a private on duty along the 3rd Street was injured by a tent that was impacted by the storm. Both injured soldiers were taken for medical attention. Police seeking woman who allegedly fatally stabbed her child's father. A search is underway for a woman who allegedly fatally stabbed her child's father at St. John's Road in Spanish Town, St. Catherine on Wednesday evening. The deceased has been identified as Dashawn Parker, 26-year-old laborer of St. John's Road. About 7 p.m., Parker reported he went to the home of his child's mother in the community and an argument developed between them. During the argument, the woman allegedly grabbed a knife and plunged it into the left side of Parker's chest. She reportedly fled the scene, and the injured Parker was assisted to the Spanish Town Hospital where he was pronounced dead. The police recovered the suspected weapon from the scene. The Spanish Town police are investigating. St. Catherine teacher charged with sexual touching of his 12-year-old student. An educator at a St. Catherine-based institution has been arrested and charged following allegations he sexually molested a female student under his care. The 30-year-old man is answering to charges of sexual touching and sexual grooming. His name is being withheld to protect the identity of the 12-year-old victim. He allegedly committed the crimes at school. The matter was reported to the police, and following an investigation, the teacher was arrested. He was subsequently charged on Thursday after a question and answer session in the presence of his attorney. A court date is being finalized for him. UWI to train more medical professionals this year. The University of the West Indies UWI Mona says it will train a lot more medical professionals this academic year, part of a Global Health Program GHP initiative launched at the Western Jamaica campus in Montego Bay on Tuesday afternoon. Under the program, the UWI will double the number of nurses trained at the Western Jamaica campus. The UWI's Faculty of Medical Science, which currently provides training for 3,200 graduate students at the Montego Bay and Kingston locations, plan to ramp up offering under a four-pronged strategy that involves improved financial stability by getting the foothold in the training of the country's health professionals. We plan to expand these this academic year, first in our nursing program right here, the Western Jamaica Center. Initially, we plan to increase by 100% our intake of nurses and to increase our Mona campus system by about 33% in the academic year 2025-2026, acting Deputy Principal of the UWI Mona Professor Marvin Reed disclosed during the launch at GHP. The expansion of the health professionals training should be viewed as our complete commitment to the citizens of Jamaica to increase access by responding to the needs of our constituents. But since we live in a global village and being served by a global university, we are also responding to the needs of the international community as well. In other words, global health is local. It also serves as a recommitment to our Western regional partners as we collectively strive towards a more green society, Reed noted. According to its website, in addition to a Bachelor of Science in Nursing, GHP will also offer a Bachelor of Medicine, Bachelor of Surgery, Bachelor of Science in Diagnostic Imaging, and a Doctor of Pharmacy program, as well as a doctorate in dental surgery. There has been a chronic shortage of healthcare professionals in Jamaica for years, as many are lured abroad by offers by higher paid jobs. Critics have suggested solutions such as Jamaica accepting and benefiting from its reputation as a training ground for competent medical staff for export. Meanwhile, the government has been rolling out a number of measures to make it less costly for locals studying medicine. Among these is a $2.5 billion in scholarship over 5 years. On Tuesday, we urged students to take up the offer. We anticipate that by increasing our capacity, we will actually have students taking up these slots, the UWI Mona administrator stated. As UWI Pro Vice Chancellor and Principal Mona Campus, Professor Denzel Williams explained that need to provide service to Corner Regional Hospital and the under construction Western Children Regional Hospital, Falmouth Public General Hospital, Hospitant, and others in the emerging health corridor in Anchor St. James, among others. The reason for the GHP was launched in Montego Bay. Today is not just about medicine, it is indeed about the building of a new economic sector, the knowledge sector in Western Jamaica, using higher education as the driver, Williams shared. The need to fill approximately 1,208 positions that will be vacant at UCAH when it opens its doors in about a year was also referenced by Health Minister Dr. Christopher Tufton as an early event on Tuesday, where he served notice that, with an existing gap of about 700, Jamaica may have to import medical professionals to meet demands. At the GHP launch, Tufton pledged that the government support had been the initiative and welcomed Reed's advice to students about taking advantage of financial support offered in the forms of scholarships. He stressed, however, the need to ensure that the training that will be provided is in line with the market needs. I really want to encourage you to move on to this, to expect as much support as we can give. You already have $500 million to apply for funding with, and I have no issues with your students getting some of that as long as you have the right students and the right areas of study. And we have met and spoken on before, so it's all there. The government is very happy about this and will continue to support, he told Reed just ahead of the declaration of the GHP launched. Tufton described the program as an inevitable step. This issue is impatient of debate. It has to happen. There is no choice. It's not an issue of economics. It is an issue of survival in the first instance. Anybody who pushes back against this really is doing so without the vision and the foresight as to what is required to maintain relevant. The only thing I'll say in closing is that we must ensure that standards are maintained. We have built a reputation on those standards, the minister cautioned. He added that the government stands ready to be part of the initiative, something for which he said he has long been advocating. Tufton also noted that going forward, it will be vital to have input from both the local nursing and medical councils. The GHP was also welcomed by the Deputy Prime Minister, Dr. Harry Strong, who is also the Minister of National Security and Member of Parliament for St. James Northwestern, in which the UWI's Western Campus is located, Opposition spokesperson on tourism, Senator Janice Allen, and the Mayor of Montego Bay, Councillor Richard Vernon. Please remember to subscribe, like, share, and click the notification bell for daily updates.